Hello everyone, welcome back to another guided meditation. My name is Sage. I work for the Oregon City Public Library. Sorry I'm a little bit stuffy today, getting over a cold, so please ignore the congested sound. Today I want to talk about quieting the outside world. And this doesn't necessarily mean detaching from the outside world and running into the forest and not having any awareness of what is happening, because I have also done that in my life. And it's not necessarily, well, sometimes it has its place and it's a good thing to do, but this is more about your day-to-day management of the massive amount of information that we are taking in constantly through our phones and through media, that inform us of things going on in the world, or of people's opinions of things that are going on in the world, or even in our local communities. Or this can even be things that might just feel overstimulating in your home or at your job or at school. And this can be a practice for you to just learn how to not completely avoid those things, but just allow them to be quieter in your mind so that you have more space for your own thoughts and your own processes and your own rest. So, as always, get comfortable. This works really well if you are in a quiet space, if you can find a quiet space. If not, maybe you can create a quiet space by putting on headphones, or I am a very sensory, I don't know, a very sensory oriented person around my neck and my ears. So I will often be wearing a hood, and that's like very much a sensory experience for me to kind of quiet everything around me. If you even have like noise canceling headphones, those are amazing. So just take a moment to find as much quiet as you can. Maybe turn off the TV in the background, or turn off whatever sounds you are in control of. Okay. So first things first, if all of this information from the outside world that is extremely stressful for you right now is coming from a social media platform, which for me personally it often is, and it's often not just a direct news or direct information, but it's a lot of people's opinions about things. And what I want you to do, you don't have to do it, but what I think can often be a very liberating, kind of scary feeling. Go onto your phone, pause this video, go onto your phone, and just delete all of the social media apps off of your phone. You don't have to delete them permanently, just give yourself kind of a buffer for the next time you might have the compulsion to check and doom scroll, versus then having to re-download the app and log in, and that just gives you time to think about whether or not you actually want to put yourself through that. Okay, so do that if you want to. All right, welcome back. Let's close our eyes or soften your gaze. Take a breath. A lot of this can be about sensory overload. Different people experience senses in different ways. So some people really thrive in more loud, exciting places, where others find those places more debilitating. Sometimes there are noises and things happening that we can't control, especially when there are others in our household or in our environment. You can And consider what it feels like to maybe open those apps on your phone, or to take in all of the information at once. Just notice if that brings any feeling of anxiety into your body. Maybe your heart begins to beat faster, your shoulders tense up. Let that rest. Release the tension. Soften the face. Consider moments when the world feels quiet to you. Maybe it is when you're alone hiking through the woods, or in a warm shower. It can be helpful to find these really tangible options. Breath in and let it out. Take a breath in. So you let it out, just let your body continue to relax. Consider moments in your life where it's not completely quiet, but that it doesn't feel overwhelming or over sensationalized. And just consider what that can look like too. Be socializing with friends, watching a movie. It doesn't all have to be 100% quiet. There can be levels. And within those levels, it's important to check in with yourself. How's your body feeling in those moments? How's your mind responding to those moments? If it's going into a state of fight, flight, or freeze, maybe more anxious or even depressing thoughts are coming through when you have more of an overload of information. Or maybe even those happen more frequently when you are alone or without that constant stream of information. And that's important to note too. Take these tangible concepts, like what you can do when you're feeling maybe overstimulated or overwhelmed by everything, and put them in your toolbox. Maybe write them down. These are things you can return to, just like your breath. It's always there. Breathe in. Let it go. The thing about being constantly bombarded by information through the media we consume is that often we aren't given choices of what we want to see and what we don't. Algorithms are targeting specific information toward us that often overwhelms us even more. So it's important to have non-algorithm informed conversations with people. It's important to connect with community. To remember that there is action that we can take. It comes from collective care, community-oriented justice, loving each other, acknowledging our own privileges, and showing up in ways that are healthy and helpful for ourselves, that don't burn us out. One more breath. Let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you in the next one.